Wednesday. It's Brad here at Wild Boys Brewery. Hope you're having a good week. What I got going on this week is I've got a Sculpin IPA that I brewed up, and I got some footage of that I'll show you. So we're going to go ahead and cut to that. Okay, I got down to where I had my last jar of Conan yeast, so I did another 3-liter starter for today. And what I will do is pitch 2 liters and then save 1 liter back and then split that up and then make 2-liter starters off of that as I need it till I run out and then redo it. And then that basically is how I am able to keep my strain from mutating, because it never goes through a fermentation other than the DME and the starter. So if you guys got a yeast strain you get your hands a hold of and you don't want to have it mutate on you, then basically do a big starter with it right off the bat, save it back, split it up, and then do 2-liter starters off of each jar. And then that will, and then when you get down to the last one, do it like I'm doing, do another big 3-liter and then keep it going. And doing it like that, you won't have enough of it to where it's going to go bad, because you're not going to have it that long. If you're at least brewing once a month, you're going to go through it pretty quick. Here's the grain mill. Done mill my grains and I'm doing in. Listening to Pandora. And I overshot my mash temps just a little bit, so I'm putting some ice cubes in this thing, stirring it up, and I was wanting to mash in at 148, so it's pretty low. So this will be a really dry beer. It's a Sculpin IPA clone. It is, the original homebrew recipe was called North Star IPA, and then it wound up becoming Sculpin. And the directions on the recipe that I found on I think it's Homebrew Network, Homebrew Talk, whatever, said matched at 148. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna get doughed in here, and then I'll be back when I start doing my Vorlauf. Cheers. Okay, we did first wort hop, collecting the wort, doing a little bit of fly sparge action. Now just use this little pan. I think it's about getting close to running out. Looks like it's petering out there. That's pretty much it right now. We'll get our wort collected, and then we will be back and bringing this baby up to a boil. And show you the recipe here. I got this as I think I told you already, but let's run over it here real quick. Let's see here. Okay, I modified this a little bit because I had pearl malt I needed to use up instead of American 2-row pale. So I'm using 12 pounds of Pearl UK, 1.2 pounds of Crystal 10, pound of Carapils, and 0.6 pounds of Caravine Belgian malt. And then for the hops, you first wort hop with Amarillo, Warrior, Magnum, and Columbus. I had North Down that was left over from the brown I did a while back, which is very similar to Magnum, so I used that. And then for the 60-minute boil, it calls for German Northern Brewer. I had Nugget on the hops substitute chart. It said that would work, and I know Nugget's a nice hop, so I went ahead and used that one instead. Then at 30, you use Crystal, Centennial, and Simcoe. And then at Flame Out, you use some more Amarillo, and then you dry hop with Amarillo and Simcoe. And if you want to take a look at the recipes, I'll post a link to my Brew Toad account so you can check it out. It'll be the one that says, well, I'll just post a link to it so you can go straight to it. It's not exactly the one I copied. I substituted out some hops. And I'm also using different yeast. I'm using the Conan strain instead of California Ale. This should still turn out pretty close to Sculpin. The hop profile is really the main thing that you're concerned about on this one anyway. And so I'll get some additional fruit flavors from my yeast that you're not going to get from California Ale. So I'll come back when we're doing some hop drops. I'll spin this right here and show you the hop drops. Okay, for 60, got 8.5 grams of Nugget. I've already did the first wort hop, which was 34 grams of Amarillo, 17 grams of Warrior, 8.5 grams each of North down at Columbus. Then of course 60 is the Nugget, and then at 30 Centennial, Crystal, and Simcoe, it's 8.5 grams of each of those. And then at Flame Out you've got it's supposed to be 34 grams, but I had just a little bit extra, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in anyway. So mine's gonna be 36 grams of Amarillo. And then of course at 15 minutes you do your yeast nutrient if you use it. If you don't, I highly recommend that you start using it. And then some oral fog tablets. So we'll be back when we are up to a boil and doing our hop drops. Okay, we're past our hop break. We got this thing up to a good rolling boil. I'll let it boil for about 7 minutes to make sure I was really good and past the hop break. Right now what I've got is the Nugget edition. This is for my 60 for bittering, and I've got my timer going, so there it goes for that. And this is already smelling really good. Stir that in. And then we won't have any other additions until 30 minutes. So I will be back when we do our 30 drop. Alright, we have boiled for about 30 minutes. And we're going to do our 30-minute addition, which is the Centennial, Crystal, and Simcoe drop. It's this one right here. And you can see we've reduced quite a bit. We're not all the way to the edge of the top of the pot now. We're about 2 inches down. And now we stir that in, and we'll start our timer for 10 minutes. And then that'll put me at 20, and then I'll put my wort chiller in. Alright, we're rolling up on our 15-minute mark here. We're going to put in our Whirl Flock and our yeast nutrient. Okay, and you can see I've already put my wort chiller in. Give this a little bit of a stir, and you can also see even with the wort chiller in to raise it up, it's still down over 2 inches now. And we are getting close to the end of the boil here. Got a flame out drop, and then that's it. And we'll just turn that off and let that run. We've got about 15 minutes left, and we'll do our hop stand addition, and we'll be done. Okay, we hit our flame out. Now I'm getting ready to do this zero flame out addition of 36 grams of Amarillo. And by the way, I'm really digging this new kettle upgrade. This thing is just like you can just dial it into wherever you want it. And this will be a 20-minute hop stand. Then we'll throw the wort chiller on, take a gravity reading, aerate it with oxygen, oxygenated I should say. And then we will do a pitch the yeast and be done. Stir this in. I'll give this a stir a little bit. The whirlpool. And start our 20-minute timer, and we're done. Once this thing does its hop stand, and this brew day will be a wrap. And then you can see the edge of the pot down. Looks like we're down about close to 3 inches now, and we were like all the way to the top. So we'll be back when we get this thing, the hop stand done, and we will take a gravity reading on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the Sculpin IPA brew day footage. Smelled like a great tasting beer. Looking forward to getting it done. I've been drinking Sculpin for a while. Kind of went away from it for a while. Tried some other stuff out, and then come back to it and kind of forgot how much I really liked it. And so I've been drinking that the last week and a half. Bought me a 12-pack and just been drinking that, and Lagunitas, a little something something, or little something something, not the wild but the regular. And there's a couple other IPAs around here that I can get locally that I really like, and that one's right up there with them, if not better than most of them. So that's why I brewed the Sculpin IPA. So looking forward to checking that one out. Basically, this is the original North Star IPA clone. Came off of Homebrew Network, I think, or Homebrew Talk, whatever the hell it is. Not the one on Facebook, but the one where you post on the message board. And apparently somebody had got hold of it, posted it up. They actually talked to somebody that works at Sculpin. I had them look at it and said that it was pretty much just about exactly like the real thing. Of course, they're not going to tell you everything, but the hops are there, and that's what's important. I increased the dry hop on mine, so if you want the original recipe and you go to my Brewtoad account and you click on my Sculpin-ish IPA, down in the notes section there is a link to the recipe that I got it from that doesn't have the increased dry hop. So if you want to check it out like it's supposed to be, then look at that link. If you want extra flavor and aroma like I do in mine, then you can use my recipe. So I hope you guys are having a good week. I will see you guys later. Happy Homebrew Wednesday and cheers.